Good morning, class. We have an exam, and I thought I'll go over a few things with you. Number one, as you know, you're supposed to be done with your assignments. Practice test, we have the actual practice test, the solution to the practice test, the recordings, they all have been posted. You need to watch them to be on the safe side to get ready for the exam. There have been several emails sent to you. Let me put this in student mode. The emails, as always, you can find them under the announcements, most of the emails. So there have been several emails. I'm referring to the last few. One of them is instruction on taking the exam, exam week, morning video, and exam one information. So quickly, this is the information that pertains to this exam. You have all the information right here, the number of questions, the amount of time, the password, the due date, all of the above. And what is important is to pay attention to this part.
This is to remind everyone that our first exam is due as indicated below and is to be taken online. You may take the exam anytime from now till its due date by 5 or 6 p.m., allow 3 hours, to be on the safe side. In my opinion, you should start at least 5 to 6 hours prior to the expiration time to give yourself a chance to complete the exam without any stress.
That is really the key, class. When you take the exam, you want to be completely relaxed. So you can find that information. Also, instruction on taking exams in MOM or My Open Math.
Exams in My Open Math, MOM, have certain instructions. When you are ready to take the exam in MOM, follow the instructions on the exam, and show step-by-step work with necessary formulas to receive partial credit. What follows is what you see in the beginning of each exam. It is highly recommended that you show work for some questions, preferably all, such as word problems and the ones that have multiple steps, and assigning partial credit seems reasonable. This will increase the possibility of receiving more points if you get the answer incorrect. Do this by clicking Add Work key. You may show all your work on a piece of paper, take a picture, make it into a PDF file, and upload it into the last question if you find it faster and easier. Finally, review the exam when they become available, the day after the due date, and email me immediately if a question requires partial credit. Write as follows: exam #Q #short explanation.
The idea is that to maximize the partial credit we can receive, if you show work, that is a possibility. I'm going to show you the reason behind this by looking at this video. Good morning, class. I'm going to go over a sample exam. I want you to know the proper way of taking the exam. Number one, I would like you to read the pledge and honor that. Number two, I recommend that you show work for everything that you do, especially the ones that require partial credit and they involve a lot of steps, such as word problems. I would write them in a piece of paper or however I'm comfortable with, and then I will take it and change it into a PDF file. I would take a picture and I would upload it to My Open Math. There are 3 ways to show work. Okay, there's a place called Add Work. Okay, I'm showing you the first example. Okay, it says Add Work. I can do it right then and there. Or, and there are 3 ways. I'll show you after I put the first solution. So I've worked out this example, and here's what we got here. So I'm showing the work step by step. Okay, and now I'm going to put it in. So -1 plus square root of 119, the I goes outside, divided by, I believe it was 6. Double check that. And I'm going to put a comma. And my second answer is -1 minus square root of 119 over 6. So now I can add work here by clicking on add work and use the math template to put that, or I can insert my work in the form of an image or a file. Okay, now when I do that one by one, it takes a little bit of time. Instead, I'm not going to add work here. In fact, I'm going to go to number 2. Number 2, also I have done the work. I'll show you. Okay, so the answer is 25, and I put it in. Okay, so 25, and I'm showing the work. Number 3, completing the square. So I've shown the work here. Okay, for question number 3. So I need to add 81 to both sides. So I'm going to put 81 here, 81 here, and then it becomes parentheses x minus 8. Then outside the parentheses, I'm going to write a square, and then minus 74 and 81. They add up to 7. And again, I'm showing the work here, okay, also. So I have x minus 9 quantity squared is 7. X minus 9 is plus minus square root of 7. And so x is 9 plus minus square root of 7. Okay, I thought I put a 9 here. My apologies. All right, so therefore, this is 9, okay, minus square root of 7, and then 9 plus square root of 7. Those are the exact answers, okay? When they want an approximation and it says to 10,000 decimals, you want 4 decimals. That means you go to the 5th one and make a decision. That one is done. It's 11 point. Okay, the first one is 6.3542. 6.352. And the second one is 11.6458. 11.6458. Now, so I've read everything. I've done all my work, but I want to show the work. Here's what I do. Again, I can add work. Let me just hide this. I can add work for the first question, second question, third question. In one shot, I'm going to add everything here. How? Let me just quickly show you. When you have worked out like this, you probably take a picture. You are you can take this to a PDF file many different ways. So one way that I'm going to do that, and I'm going to quickly show you, I'm going to capture my work. Okay. I'm going to put it in here. That's my first question. This is my second question. I'm going to capture it. Again, this is one way to do that. I'm just showing you there are several different ways you can approach this anyhow you want. Then I grab the third one in the same manner. So I hope you see why I'm showing you this, because I want to show you that this really doesn't take long. You have to show your work anywhere, somewhere. And so if you capture it, it takes a few minutes. So I have this and I'm going to save that. Okay, I want to make sure I have it saved where I want it. Okay, and that's fine. Okay, so I have it saved and I'm going to go back to my work here and now insert. So I'm going to look for the file. Okay, and I'm going to choose file to upload. I'm going to go to desktop. I'm going to find my work and I'm going to upload that. And if I did have something else, I can, override. Notice I have my work here. I have shown every step, okay, and I'm ready to submit the exam. So I'm going to say submit and end. And it says after submitting, you will not be able to change your answer. So that means you got to be careful. That means I still have time, maybe a few minutes. So I'm going to okay that. And I want to show you why I'm asking you to review that. Here's an example that students have sent me. So this question has been done, and I hope you realize it is done correct. This is what the student has answered, and this is what the key is, okay? And both of them are the same. You will receive 0 point from my open math. You let me know and I give you full credit because it is correct, okay? So I hope this was helpful. I hope you understand why you have to do it in the manner that I'm asking you so you can maximize your credit. I wish you all best of luck and happy studying, everybody. All right, class. What I want to add here is that some of you may have noticed that one of the answers that I put in that asked for 4 decimals, I had the correct answer in my work, but I answered it with 3 decimals, which is a mistake. So obviously, I'm going to receive 0 point for that. But because I've shown my work, upon checking, full credit is granted. So that's the importance of that. Now, one thing I want to make a point of, when students are taking the course online, they have to send me an email after they review the exam. They do it in this manner. However, when we have meetings, I'd rather you show up to the class so I can discuss your exam with you on a one-to-one basis privately. So in short, I want you to pay attention to this.
In short, make sure to take the following steps each time you take an exam in general. Put all your written work you have done to show work on the exam in one PDF file. Upload it in the last question in MOM. It can be done per question if you prefer, but it takes more time. If you run out of time, email the PDF file to me within 5 minutes of taking the exam. All the best.
So the purpose of putting all your work together because it will speed up the process, okay? it will speed up the process. And as far as how to, you know, show your work, scan your work, I have information in that regards. Every phone has a capability of scanning your work. You can look it up in other announcements that I have for you, or you can look it up on YouTube if you have an iPhone or Android. All you have to do, scan your work, email it to yourself, upload it to MyOpenMath, and that is the best course of action in order to receive partial credit. I wish you all best of luck and happy studying, and I hope everybody does great with their exam class.